A wonderful view of the Tyne Bridge from the quayside. Now this bridge here was built to ease traffic on the high level bridge, which was built completed around 1854 if I remember rightly. This and the swing bridge, which was completed a bit later, and this one here I think was finished around 1924, I might be wrong. Oh look, they put the same things we have in Warsaw, the same when the bus is going around, and in London. This is Newcastle Quayside. There's a high level bridge. I haven't been here for more than 30 years. But I think even 30 years ago it was quite, it was definitely up and coming then. Buses are allowed over the high level bridge, cars aren't, as we saw a bus go by now. And there, views into Gateshead. Hilton Hotel. Now, that certainly wasn't there in my day. What? There we see the swing bridge. Now those who may have seen, I'll walk across the road, those of you who have seen my films on Get Carter may have heard me mention this. So this is one of the scenes from the film. It was here, on the top of the bridge at the top, when he buys the drugs. That was there. The swing bridge is quite an old bridge. It's older than the Tyne Bridge behind me, and this was built, even got funds from Armstrong's, the engineering company, and or maybe been funded by them or built by them, can't remember. The bridge behind, the high level bridge, was built by Stevenson in the 1850s at a cost of just under £500,000. Roughly 25% of that was used to buy land and to rehouse people who had to be moved as a result of the construction, and another 25% was for the metal that was used in it. Because of the Bessemer process, a process of making steel much cheaper, and it meant that British iron ore could be used, because it took out the phosphorus. And this is one of the first major constructions, I think, using this process. I could be wrong. I mean, somebody will write in and say you're totally wrong, you know what you're talking about. And that's true, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I may well be right. And turning around now, that for somebody like me hasn't been for Gateshead for many years. I haven't got a clue what that is. That funny shape there. Oh, what's going on here? Who put that there? Don't know what that is. And there's the Millennium Bridge, which is now one of the symbols of Newcastle. I've never been on it. I presume it was built on the Millennium. Don't know. And see how big the River Tyne is here. And the shipbuilding was not so far down that direction. And but the Tyne rather quickly peters out and becomes much smaller quite quickly. Now, one thing I remember from school about this bridge was that it's built on rollers, and when it gets hot and it expands, it sort of can roll out a little bit further, the metal, apparently. Now, this is the 17th of August, you can see what the weather's like now, so I don't think that's going to be happening too often. I mean, here, it's pretty cold. In all honesty, the temperature now is only about, 15 degrees, whereas in Central Europe now it's, a good 15 degrees more. But still, I mean, it's very pleasant to be here. I'm always happy where I am. Well, nearly always. Wonderful views.